Alright, this video is going to walk you through how to choose your courses for the next school year using Career Cruising. The very first step is that you'll want to log into your Career Cruising page, and then you'll want to choose the option Choose My Courses. The next screen you'll see will be your course plan, and year 9 would be freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. And I'm going to kind of do a general, no matter what grade you're in, how you would complete your course planner. You'll need to select the courses that you want to take for next year, and you should see any of the beige rectangles or required courses. And even though they're required and pretty much spelled out for you that you have to take them, you still have to select them. So for example, English 2 or English 3 or English 4, there's only going to be one option for you to choose. And so when you click on that, you will choose one of the two options, and then you'll hit Add Course. And when that happens, then it will bring both it'll list it twice, 2A and 2B. And 2A would be the first semester, 2B would be the second semester. So even though it's a required course, you still have to select it and put it in your course plan. Now, some of your required courses will have you'll have a choice in. There'll be more than one choice, basically. So I wanted to make you aware of this. Again, you should have this information already. This graduation checklist. And remember, this first column is for to graduate from Spearville High School to earn that diploma. And in terms of math, let's just take a look at math. The typical order that math is taken in high school is you'll take Algebra 1. If you didn't take it in 8th grade, you'll take it as a freshman. And then the course after Algebra 1 would be Geometry, then Algebra 2 or Consumer Math. After Algebra 2 or after Algebra 2, then you could take Trigonometry, or College Algebra, or Transition to College Algebra. And those will all be on approval based on just where you are mathematically and what your plans are after high school. So just be aware that the order is Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, or Consumer Math. And then from that point, if you've had Algebra 2, then you can take a look at Trigonometry or College Algebra or Transition to College Algebra. Okay, so that would be the math. So you're going to see when you, as a sophomore, junior, or senior, well, sophomore and junior, because you need 3 years of math, you'll see a variety of courses that you can choose from. So, for example, as a sophomore, you could choose from Geometry or Algebra 2 based on what you took as a freshman. Okay. And then it'll be a little more extensive as for your junior year. There'll be a few more classes that you could add to that, or you get to choose from. Okay, so 4 years of English plus speech, so that's already built in here, but you still have to choose them to put them in your course planner. And then our science is already laid out for you in your freshman and sophomore year. Junior year, there'll be more to choose from. So you will need 3 years of science to graduate from Spearville, so you'll want to choose one of those. In your junior year, World History, U.S. History, those are built into your schedule, as well as government and speech. All right, once you have your requirements taken care of, or if you've enrolled in those, then you have electives that you may choose. So the electives are going to be broken down into discipline or kind of like subject areas. So let's talk about choosing an elective. So if I want to choose an elective, then I'm going to leave it on discipline, and then I'm going to either go business, fine arts, health and physical education, industrial technology, miscellaneous, and teaching pathway, and language. Okay, so let's take a look at the teaching pathway. As a sophomore, you can take career life planning. That is just a semester course, and then human growth and development is the partner course for that second semester. And you'll have to have those before you can take any of the others. So let's say I do want to take career life planning. So I'm going to choose that, and then I'm going to add that course. And notice that it will bring the second semester up as well. So these two represent one elective class, 1 hour of the day. And then I'll need to choose a couple more electives here. Let's say after I do some more electives, I decide, oh, I don't really want that class. So to get rid of that, you just have to click on it, and then you hit delete course, and it will delete that course. But what you'll have to do is go ahead and delete the other one. So when you add a course, it will add both first and second semester. When you delete, however, it does not delete both semesters. So you have to go in and do that on your own for both of them. Okay, so after you've taken care of your required here and your electives, then you'll, and you're happy with that, then you'll want to hit submit. But you don't hit submit until you're pretty sure that those are the ones that you really want to take next year. So you'll hit submit. If you are a freshman and you feel like you know what you want to take the rest of your junior and senior year as well, sophomore, junior, and senior year as well, then you may go right ahead and fill that in. If you are going to be a junior and you want to go ahead and map out your junior and senior year, you may do that. Juniors, you're only going to be able to map out 1 year here, your senior year. Okay, I need to backtrack a little bit. For a semester that has been completed, you will see a grade showing up here. So for this freshman, there's 2 semesters listed, but the second semester is not complete, so there's no grade there. First semester is complete, and the grade received should show up there. Now, if you have failed any of the required courses for a semester, then you'll have to make that up in the following year, if possible, and you'll have to choose that as an elective. So let's say for whatever reason this individual failed the first semester of that math class, then if it's not an option here to take that again, then you're going to have to use an elective for that makeup class. Okay. A couple of other things that I need to make you aware of. Seniors, you do have the option to take some college credit classes during the school day. And so if you're interested in those, then you need to visit with me and pick up that information. And there's some specifics there. If that is something that you want to do, then if you're taking 2 college courses, which would be 6 credit hours in a semester, then you will be given an hour in the day during school to work on that. So as an elective, you would want to go to miscellaneous, and you would want to put seminar in that place and add that course. And that to me tells me that you are wanting to take some college credit courses next year during the school day. So those are all online. We don't have any that are taught during the school day by our instructors. So those will be all online, and you'll have to have 2 classes, be taking 2 of those classes in order to get 1 hour during the day to work on that. You don't have to worry about selecting SSR as an elective. We will build that into the schedule, so that is not going to be something that you have to select. Again, once you have chosen all of your courses for the next school year, you may hit submit, or if you want to go ahead and map out the remainder of your high school career in terms of your course plan, you may do that and then choose submit. Once you submit, you should be able to go back and edit that as long as it's done before the deadline, which is March 30th. If, however, for some reason you can't edit it and you want to, then please send me an email and I will reopen that for you, which will allow you to make some changes. We will be using this kind of as a pre-enrollment. However, any mapping past next year is not set in stone. That can be changed the following year. So don't feel like what you're choosing in the following years after next year is set in stone. We can make adjustments as time goes on. And then we will probably print these out, your class choices for next year, and have your SSR teacher sign and your parents sign saying that they are aware of the classes that you would like to take next year. Okay, I do want to make you aware of some things. So I'm going to add trigonometry as a junior, and actually it didn't do that. There are going to be some courses that you'll have a little bit an exclamation mark here or a little symbol up here, and that if you scroll over that symbol, it will tell you that you'll have to have approval by the math department. Let me see, I think it's going to be, we might find that in, let's look at college algebra. Okay, so college algebra will bring up a red flag or a blue flag, and what it tells you is you cannot take this course in current grade. So juniors are not allowed to take college algebra. It also tells you that this course requires approval by the math department, so, and then that a college fee will apply. So if you get a little symbol when you choose a class, you can hover over that and it will explain what that means. No worries, we will take a look at that and decide if that's the course you need to be in or not. Okay, so I think that you have the information that you need to do your course planner for next year and to map out the rest of your high school if you want to do that. Again, once you feel very confident in what you've chosen or what you'd like to take next year, go ahead and hit submit. We will do our best to get you in those classes, especially the electives. And as soon as possible, we will have a schedule put together to look at in terms of what hour you'll take certain classes. So the listing here does not mean this is first, second, third, fourth hour. These are just the courses that you will be taking or have the option to take. So good luck, and please have this done by the deadline.